So I have seen a lot of myths going on with regards to sugar or cholesterol or white rice or dairy with PCOS. So I thought that in this video, let's burst some common dietary and exercise myths that you see going around. Now I plan on making this a series, so in case if you have heard anything regarding diet, exercise, health and you want to know whether it's true, fact or is it just a myth, you can always comment that down below and I will be there to bust it out. Hello. Welcome back to Full Plate Nutrition. This is Disha Gada, BSc Nutrition and Dietetics and Advanced Diploma in Weight Loss and Weight Management. You know I am legend. My aim with this channel is that I equip you with correct information about nutrition and exercise so that you can conquer health. I aim to upload once or twice in a week. So if that's of interest to you, please go down there and hug the subscribe button. And now let's get on to the video. Myth number 1. You need to avoid sugar completely in order to lose weight and gain health. Even research proves that 4 to 5 teaspoons of sugar in one day is completely okay. So, in regards to that, if you take 2 or 3 teaspoons total of sugar in a day, in your tea and coffee, it is completely okay. You do not need to suffer to lose weight. Break that myth. Also, it is not the exact table sugar that you need to avoid. Like I said, 2 to 3 spoons total in the entire day is completely okay. It is the sugar that is mixed with simple carbs or trans fat that is what you need to avoid. This includes bakery items, rusks, sodas, cakes, breads, chocolates, biscuits and such things. So really you do not need to torture yourself with black coffee or black tea if that isn't your jam and you're just doing it so that you can avoid the sugar and milk. Myth number 2. White rice is fattening, you need to avoid for fat loss. Seriously, this is the stupidest advice ever. To understand, rice are carbs just like roti or any other cereal. Now, 2 average size rotis will give you approx 4 grams of protein, 30 to 35 grams of carbs and negligible fat if you do not use it in dough or you apply ghee on top. Whereas 1 katori of cooked rice is going to give you 2 to 3 grams of protein, 28 to 35 grams of carbs and the same amount of fat as rotis. Now these are approx values, but you can see that they are so close to each other. So at face value, you will see eating any grain is okay. Now there are also different methods by which you can eat these grains so that they do not spike your insulin levels. But at the end of the day, completely avoiding white rice for fat loss is not the answer. Whatever grain you decide to eat, it is important that you enjoy it and at the same time you can eat it in moderation. One of the secret to weight management or weight loss is portion control and not entirely avoiding one particular item. So I hope I am able to bust this myth and now you can go and enjoy your rice. And if you want to know how you can eat your rice in your meals, then you can always comment that down below and I will make a video on that too. Myth number 3. If you are not sweating it out, you are not burning any calories. Now, sweat is only an indication that your body is losing water and electrolytes and not that it is losing any fat. Now, sweating itself doesn't burn a measurable amount of calories, but sweating out enough liquid will cause you to lose the water weight. And you need to understand that losing water weight is completely temporary and it is nothing permanent. Once you rehydrate or you drink enough liquids, you are immediately going to gain back that weight. So sweating is not directly proportional to the amount of calories you are burning while exercising. There are a lot of people who have underactive sweat glands and they may not burn as much sweat as people who have an overactive sweat gland. You sweat during exercise to maintain your body temperature and your core temperature. So you need to understand, just because you are sweating out a lot, that does not mean you are losing a lot of calories, versus if you are not sweating out at all, you are not burning any calories. So if that was the case, a lot of people would just go and sit in maybe hotter temperatures and in sauna baths and they would see a lot of fat loss, which is not the case. So this is a complete myth and do not go on this measurable as to how much calories you are losing. In fact, when you exercise, please do not worry about how much calories you are losing overall. Make it a point that you are exercising so that you are building muscle, you are improving your cardiovascular health and overall you are aiming to improve your health and not the amount of calories that you are burning or how much fat you are losing. Now the next myth is that you cannot have dairy on PCOS. Now this is the most redundant advice ever, which is extremely generalized. Stop listening to a generic advice which says that immediately as soon as you're detected or you're diagnosed with PCOS, you need to stop dairy and also for weight loss. You can have dairy products like paneer, cheese and curd, especially for vegetarians. They are a great source of protein, fat and probiotics. And all of these nutrients are going to help you to increase your metabolism as well as better your gut health. You can avoid plain milk only if you see that it causes you bloating, gas, aggravated acne. You have to literally see it happening for yourself in order for you to stop that. Don't do it just because you saw that a friend of yours is feeling that or you've seen it on somebody else. See how your body reacts to plain milk. You need to understand that PCOS management requires a balanced diet and combination of lifestyle changes. Just avoiding one particular food group is not going to solve all your problems magically. A lot of my clients who are suffering from PCOS have seen their periods becoming regular. In fact, they can exercise better because they do not have as much as cramps and mood swings, and their energy levels have increased. They feel that there is a lot of mental clarity happening. All this while they are eating dairy products, while they are maintaining a balanced diet, and of course moderate exercise. Do not do any HIITs. I can discuss this in detail in my PCOS series. I have already done a lot of this. I will just link it out over here. You can check an entire PCOS series that I have done. What kind of foods you can eat, what are the myths only for PCOS. But in this video, we've busted these 4 common myths that I completely see thrown around here and there. Whenever people are talking, they just generalize these terms as if they know all the information on this and they talk about this. So I hope I have been able to help you busting these myths. If you see anyone following this or thinking that these are facts, please do share this video with them. Share this video with them so that a lot of misinformation is stopped at the source only. Until next time, stay healthy, stay fit.